In a shocking revelation that has sent shockwaves through the entertainment world, Kourtney Kardashian, the eldest of the famous Kardashian clan, boldly decided to expose her family. But what led Kourtney to this drastic choice? Today, we delve into the untold story of Kourtney's struggle for independence and the mistreatment she endured at the hands of her mother, Kris Jenner. Kourtney's feelings of disconnection from her family have reached an all-time high. Despite being the firstborn child of Kris Jenner, she has consistently felt neglected and ignored, like a forgotten puzzle piece in the Kardashian puzzle. But why has Kris treated Kourtney this way? Did something specific trigger their falling out, or has this tension been brewing beneath the surface for years? The answer lies in the complex Kardashian family dynamic, where competition, manipulation, and favoritism have long been at play. Kourtney's relationship with her younger sister Kim has been especially tumultuous. As Kourtney attempted to set boundaries, Kim saw her as a rival, and the siblings became locked in a fierce battle for control. Threats of firing and consequences ensued as their sisterly bond hung by a thread. Kris Jenner, the matriarch of the Kardashian empire, established the tone for the family treatment of Kourtney. In classic narcissistic family dynamics, the head narcissist monopolizes their children and pits them against each other, vying for their approval. Kris was the orchestrator in this case, setting the stage for a turbulent relationship with Kourtney. Courtroom clashes became commonplace, with Kourtney standing up to Kris and calling her out for her behavior. Yet the narcissistic parent never takes kindly to public challenges, resorting to gaslighting and demonizing the scapegoat child, someone like Kourtney who defied control and sought her path. Undeterred by her mother's attempts at manipulation, Kourtney stuck to her guns, refusing to let Kris manage her life. She launched her brand Push and hired a manager untethered to the Kardashian name. As boundaries were set, Kris's grip on Kourtney's life tightened, leading to acts of punishment and disregard for her endeavors. What's even funnier is that Kris acknowledges that they've treated Kourt badly. In an interview with Bustle, the momager said, "We were probably all just a little too hard on Kourtney, to be honest. I think that we had to realize that not everyone is going to have that thing that kickstarts every morning at 5 a.m. and runs until you fall down at the end of the day. And that's me, that's Khloe, that's Kim, that's Kylie, that's Kendall." Hearing this, fans quickly jumped over to their Reddit accounts to express concerns about how terrible of a mom Kris Jenner is. And honestly, it's all a little weird that even Kourtney couldn't agree more. "Wow, I usually like Kris, but this is so unnecessary of her to say," a user wrote as a concern. "Kris is so toxic about us like this. I hope Kourtney has a good therapist," another added. "We all know Kris is a better manager than a mom, so yuck," a third person wrote. Despite being labeled the lazy and ungrateful sister, Kourtney persevered, maintaining her self-worth and well-being above all else. She knew it was time to break free from the cycle of toxicity perpetuated by her family. The eldest of the Kardashians, Kourtney, also seems to have a lot of beef with her younger sisters, especially Kim. In a recent episode of My 2023, Kourtney opened up on how she enjoys making fun of Kim. The Push founder said, "Khloe and I vibe a lot on making fun of Kim. And then when that was gone, Kim and Khloe were vibing, and then I was the one who got ganged up on. Kim could never be as funny as me, obviously, and we would all do anything for each other. We ride for each other until the end, but it is a different thing." There have also been multiple instances where the two have fought on screen. There was this one time in 2016 when Kim took credit for everyone's success in the family. She said, "It's so funny because I'll hear stories like, Kris Jenner is the puppet master, having all of her kids do this and that, and I'm like, if they only knew, I'm the one that will be like, Kylie, do this, Kendall, you should do this." 3 years later, Kourtney clapped back at her statement saying, "I pretty much started this entire family. No one would be anywhere or anything without me." Oof, it's sister drama. But wait, there's an incident that'll kind of make you feel bad for Kourt. This one time, Kourtney didn't want to shoot for their show and was about to leave but fought with Kim instead. To this, Kim responded saying, Maybe if you had a business that you were passionate about, then you would know what it takes to run a effing business. But you don't. So don't even act like you know what I'm talking about. She's the least exciting to look at. This also makes us question the number of times Kourtney must have felt she looks bad because of her family members' rude comments. It's way too sad for real. However, Kourtney once spoke up about how she felt about the whole feud. She said, "I think some of us, more than others, feel the need to distance sometimes or just do our own thing. Have our own thing. I love to keep my little bubble, and as they say, protect your energy. And I just like to be in my own little world and enter it when I choose and then slip back in." Kourtney Kardashian, the eldest sibling, has found solace in her relationship with Travis Barker, and some say her happiness has caused a rift between her and her sisters. Reports suggest that Kim and Khloe harbor feelings of envy toward Kourtney as they struggle to accept her finding true love before them. The tension reached new heights when a viral clip from Kourtney and Travis's Hulu wedding special seemed to showcase Kim throwing shade at her sister. Fans have quickly turned on Kim, slamming her for her apparent jealousy. But how does Kourtney feel about this toxic dynamic with her sisters? Surprisingly, she has chosen to rise above it. Kourtney's transformation and newfound comfort in her skin have allowed her to embrace the changes in her life. Travis's unwavering support and compliments have helped her flourish, leading her to love the person she has become. This stark contrast between Kourtney and her younger siblings has been evident since their early days, with Kourtney standing out as a unique individual within the Kardashian clan. As the oldest child, Kourtney often found herself at odds with her mother, Kris. Their tumultuous relationship dates back to Kourtney's childhood, with Kourtney harboring resentment towards Kris for breaking up their family due to an affair. Kim and Khloe, however, typically sided with Kris, blaming Kourtney for various family issues. The divide between the sisters widened as jealousy crept into the equation, with Kim and Khloe resenting Kourtney's effortless confidence and natural appearance. While Kim and Khloe altered their appearances through cosmetic procedures and heavily edited their social media posts, Kourtney remained true to herself. Her natural beauty and indifference toward projecting a perfect image have only fueled their jealousy. Moreover, Kourtney is the only one among Kris Jenner's daughters with a college degree and a lack of obsession with fame. This stark contrast has earned her the favoritism of many fans, leaving Kim unable to cope with her sister's rising popularity. Kim's relentless need to take credit for her family's success further added to the strain. She frequently reminded Kourtney of how she became famous and gifted her a career. However, Kourtney's unbothered attitude only intensified Kim and Khloe's attempts to provoke her. Accusing her of laziness and lack of contribution to the show, they sought to undermine her significance within the family empire. Yet fans saw through their scheme and rallied behind Kourtney, denouncing Kim's verbal and emotional abuse. Meanwhile, a sharp-eyed fan also noticed that Kris Jenner rarely promotes Kourtney's brand Lem on Instagram. They compare it to how Kris wholeheartedly supports her other daughters' ventures, such as Kim's SKKN, Good American, and Kylie Cosmetics. The omission of Lem becomes a glaring point of contention. Speculation runs wild as fans try to decode this mystery. One fan suggests that perhaps Kourtney intentionally excluded her mother from the Lem deal, resulting in their silence. Another fan adds fuel to the fire, hinting that Kourtney might have even found a new manager, bypassing Kris altogether. The tension within the family are not new. Last year, during a lavish work party for Kylie Cosmetics, Good American, and Skims, Kourtney was conspicuously absent. Kris, caught up in the festivities, raised a toast to her daughters, but the absence of any mention of Kourtney's Poosh or Lem did not go unnoticed. The puzzle pieces are falling into place for the devoted Kardashian fans. They believe this ongoing silence between Kris and Kourtney extends beyond the Lem brand. Rumors circulate that Kourtney isn't on speaking terms with multiple family members, including Kim and Khloe. Well, what do you think, folks? Is Kris Jenner a bad mom, as Kourtney explains? Also, who's your favorite Kardashian? Let us know in the comments below. If you're here for the first time, make sure to drop a like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And for more such exciting content, hit that notification bell and stay tuned.